السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. اللهم انفعنا بما علمتنا وعلمنا ما ينفعنا وزدنا علما يا رب العالمين. So in this hadith that I will share with you today, the Prophet of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he's giving us the reality of Jannah and Jahannam, paradise and hell. He says in a very brief hadith, he says that حُجِبَتِ النَّارِ بِالشَّهَوَاتِ وَحُجِبَتِ الْجَنَّةِ بِالْمَكَارِهِ. He says that Jahannam has been covered with shahawat, with your carnal desires. And paradise and Jannah has been covered with makarih, with slight difficulties. That our path, if you were to decide on a path, if you were to carry on and following your desires, if you were to do that, then by default, where will your destination be? Jahannam. If I follow everything that my heart wants and my brain wants and my body wants, by default, it's going to take me to Jahannam. It's like that sat-nav, right? You put the postcode in, and it's going to take you there. It's not going to take you anywhere here or there. It's going to take you to the destination. Equally, on the contrary, if we follow the commandments of Allah, which sometimes we think are slightly difficult, but if we just bear our patience with that, then that will take us to Jannah. So let's just explain this, that sometimes people have the notion that, Islam is difficult. Yeah, let's start with Salah. I have to pray 5 times a day out of my 24 hours. I have to take maybe 5 times 10, 50 minutes, an hour out of my schedule, but this is difficult. Then when it comes to Sawm, I have to fast 30 days in a whole year. This is difficult. Then when it comes to Zakah, I have to sacrifice a portion, 2.5% of my finances for Allah who has given me. This is difficult. For Hajj, I have to sacrifice an amount once in my lifetime. So everything, when you go from one perspective, it's like, I have to give so much for religion, right? Some people will think that. I have to give money for religion. I have to give time for religion. I have to give my effort, energy for religion. But then let's look at it from a different perspective. Let's go from Salah again. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He said, will Salah, that Ya ayyuhal ladina amanu, what does Allah says? إِذَا ضَرَبْتُمْ وَإِذَا ضَرَبْتُمْ إِنْ خِفْتُمْ أَن تَقْصُرُوا مِنَ الصَّلَاةِ. That when you're traveling, what does Allah give you the permission to do? He gives you the permission to do qasr, to reduce your salah. Why? Because the deen is easy. Allah is not trying to make it difficult and impossible for us. He's trying to facilitate. Okay, we done salah. In Sawm, if you're fasting but then you're traveling or you're ill, you're sick, you cannot fast. What does Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says? وَإِن كُنْتُم مَرِيضًا أَوْ عَلَى سَفَرٍ فَعِدَّةٌ مِّنْ أَيَّامٍ أُخَرٍ. If you're traveling or you're sick, do it at a time when you're not traveling or when you're at good health. Allah is giving you opportunity. I'm not forcing you. There's no compulsion. لَا إِكْرَاهَ فِي الدِّينِ. I'm making it easy, but I just need a little from you. Let's take the next one, Zakah. Zakah is only mandatory when you have that 2.5% threshold. It's not for everyone. It's when you are wealthy and you have the means. Hajj. Man istata'a ilayhi sabila. When it comes to Hajj, it's not compulsory on each of any one of us. It's compulsory when you have the opportunity, you have the means, the capabilities of going. You have the finances. You have the means that even when you return, you're able to support your family. Your family are supported when you're on your journey. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He's made certain difficulties in our religion, but He's not made our religion difficult. Again, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made certain difficulties, certain sacrifices, but our religion, it's not impossible. So this is something that we can learn from this hadith, that our religion and our beautiful deen, it's not impossible. There may be certain sacrifices we make, But it's not impossible. This is for the love of Allah that we're doing this. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the understanding. Subhanallah wa bihamdih. Subhanakallah wa bihamdik. Ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk.